In this video, we're going to plan out week 50 in my Erin Condren monthly planner. Hi, I'm Kristen, and I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. All right, let's get started. We're gonna flip to December, and the week we're planning is week 50, and there's nothing much going on except I have a call on Tuesday for Goal School Premium, and that's really it. I've got some things here that we can add to like the to-do list. I've got some notes here for my son, some testing, and that's really all about it, which is really great because I need to spend a lot of time this week catching up and prepping for content for like Christmas break so that I can spend time with my family and not worrying about a lot of work things. So you can see here I haven't really added to my dashboard. I did finish filling out the menu plan, but I'm not sure if I talked about that in last week's video or not, but there that is. But it just hasn't been, just haven't even been looking at this, to be honest. I just haven't had a need to, and that's kind of like how I set up my dashboard, is so that I can have a place to put notes about things, and I just haven't really had to make any notes about anything. Project pages here we'll get to another time, and then here's the current week. Today is Friday when I am filming this. I'm gonna just cross that out. Everything left on my to-do list is mostly stuff that I have to do over the weekend, so most of it's not checked off yet. And then today after filming I will make cookies, and I might cut a vinyl decal for my word of the year, like this, how I cut with my Cricut. I just cut a vinyl decal sticker like for my name. I think I want to do a word of the year one. And some prep week. I've been keeping up with prep week for my Cultivate What Matters power sheets. I haven't done today's yet, but that will maybe happen later tonight. Okay, so let's do the same layout I always do, and it's gonna be mostly empty. I'm gonna put information about my son's testing and just that one call, and then that way it'll be there in case I need to fill it up with anything. But that's kind of something I was thinking about, how I think a lot of times those of us who have brains that work like mine, we see the spaces in our planners and we want to fill them up to feel like we're getting the most use out of them. And that's just kind of something I've been thinking about lately, is that sometimes there's not going to be a need to fill it in. And also filling in that space like completely can also add to your stress and make things seem more chaotic and busy than maybe they really are, if you're just kind of filling in that space with stuff. And so every now and then having a week that you don't have a lot written down isn't like that big of a deal. I think if you're going like a whole year where you're not really utilizing all that space, then you can kind of reassess what kind of planner layout is better for you and your needs. But you know, if you have a week or two here and there where the layout that you have chosen to use for the year is empty, like that's not a big deal. It's actually a good thing. You're leaving room to live your life in a spontaneous way, and that's a good thing, you know. Anyhow, I'm rambling about that, but you know, I see the question a lot on like in planner chats on like Facebook groups or in the comments of social media posts. And it seems like a lot of people are, especially this time of year when a lot of people are looking for their next planner, it seems important to make the best decision about like which layout is going to be perfect for your lifestyle and the stuff you need to track and plan for. But don't let having spots that you don't know how to fill up with things, don't let that like deter you from just picking a planner and using it, because actually using the planner and not worrying about making it like filled out perfectly, actually using the planner is what's going to help you feel good about the progress you're making in your life on your goals and tasks and projects and all those other things that make up the things that you do in your life. So for me, it took me using a few different types of planners over the years to realize that I need less space and that that's okay. And that I still, even though I'm not like a busy person with like a busy schedule, and that's by choice, even though I'm not that kind of person, that doesn't mean that I don't need a planner. And this is the one that is working for me right now. In the past, it was the Daily Duo. And it's funny because this is like the opposite of the Daily Duo. This is like 4 teeny tiny little lines on a page, whereas a Daily Duo was like a whole giant page this size for one day. And I'm just finding that this works better for me at this current stage and season of my life. Now is the time where I need to think about if I want to decorate this at all. And I honestly sat down and started filming and planning without even thinking about what kind of decor I was going to use. I could just kind of repeat the same motif over here so it matches, but honestly, I don't care. I think I'm just going to get the plans on paper and call it there. I'll just not add anything, and maybe throughout the week if I feel like adding things I will. So Monday is the 11th, Tuesday's the 12th, and so on and so forth. Okay, so anyhow, like I was saying, even if these boxes don't get filled up, that's perfectly fine. And don't feel like you have to just fill in all that white space. Don't feel like you have to put a sticker there. Don't feel like you have to write in all kinds of extra little tasks. Honestly, I used to skip lines on my to-do list to force myself to not add so much, because I would see this long to-do list and think, I can add more, I can fit more. You can't fit more. You only have so many hours in the day where you're not responsible for other things, so don't do that to yourself. And just embrace the white space and realize that that's kind of the goal, right? Is to get everything done so that you have extra time. And so filling it in with random stuff is kind of like self-sabotaging in a way. So anyhow, let's get writing in here. Let me do, I have this. Before I sat down to film, I just kind of did a little refresh using this notepad from Cultivate What Matters. And really it's just Tuesday. I have a call and then a lot of prep for the upcoming weeks. And I will just fill this in. Up here that I have a call, and then at 12:30 I want to watch the live for Tending List Tuesday, and here I will put that it's my friend's birthday, so I remember to wish her happy birthday. And okay, let me look at my monthly here, because I do have some notes about test days. So my son's history exam is this week. And he's also got his algebra on Tuesday, and then on, whoa, wait a minute. Why is that? Anyway, he's got a science test on the 13th, but I don't know if that is the QSE or not, or if it is the midterm or final or whatever. I'll just write science. And then I don't have any others written down here. I must have an email somewhere I'm gonna need to look at. And, oh, I did do the makeup brushes. I need to clean the washer. Let's add that up here. Clean the washer and wash the wool balls for the dryer, which I didn't realize you had to wash those. I figured the clothes are clean when they go in to the dryer, so why would the wool balls get not clean? But over time you're supposed to clean them. So anyways, I've been doing that, but it's like I don't do it. I only do it like every couple of months or so. And I think everything else can wait. Oh, and let me just clean out the dryer vent as well. This is what I mean by laundry room. Like if you notice here, I have where it says laundry room. It's kind of like all the little maintenance things that happen in the laundry room. Okay, and then my usual weekly things, I need to do a grocery order. And what do I normally do each week? Why do I always like, I need a cheat sheet. And I think I've said this a gajillion times. I need a cheat sheet of what I normally do on a weekly basis so that I can make sure to add it to my list. And I guess, I mean, I just have my cleaning checklist, which embarrassingly I haven't really kept up with this week. I'm gonna put that here. And I'll probably catch up on, oh, I did do the trash. So the only thing it looks like, no, I did the floors downstairs. I just haven't been checking things off. And then I did errands. See, that's not too bad. Okay. All right, and then I just need to focus on a lot of work stuff which doesn't go in this planner. So really I don't have anything else to put. And so you see here how little there is, and I could totally add like a lot more stuff here, and that will get added throughout the week. I will end up like adding stuff on there. I could totally go and like add all these things and say I'm gonna go get a car wash and all that kind of stuff, but instead I think I'm just going to leave it blank so that when more urgent things come up, I will just do those, because none of the things on this list are super important that I need to do. And some of these things are just going to happen over the weekend anyway, and so I don't have to put them on the next week's list. And it just leaves some room for me to just keep my mind clear and work on the priorities that I have, which this week's happens to be work. If I didn't have a lot of work to do this week, this would be a great time to work on anything goal related, which I didn't really set goals this last quarter. So I don't really have, I have some like random little projects I want to do here and there, but nothing is like really that like important. So if I had something like that, this would be a great week to work on that, because you can see I'm not very busy. I don't have a lot of tasks and everything. So anyhow, that is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week. And if you liked this one, you'll probably like the other ones too. And I would love to see you in the next one. Until then, embrace your imperfections and just be you. Bye.